Welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive. Today, we're going to be looking at something a little bit different.
Okay.
It's a blog post.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but it's a really interesting blog.
Okay.
The author is this guy named Ang, and he's a software engineer,
Mhm.
but he's also like a hobbyist gardener and photographer, and he keeps fish.
Wow. So a Renaissance man, huh?
Yeah, he's got a really interesting blog, and we'll link that in the show notes for you.
Awesome.
But the post we're going to be looking at today is called Notes on Photography, Part 174.
Colin.
Oh, wow, 174. He's been at this a while.
Yeah, he's been blogging for a while. A glimpse of city life at dusk from
Ah.
December 16th, 2024.
Okay, cool.
So in this post, Ang talks about how he noticed something kind of strange about cloud formations.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, he was out getting some gardening supplies,
Hmm.
and he noticed there were way more clouds in like an area near the city center than there were in his own neighborhood.
Huh.
And being a photographer, he took some pictures.
Yeah, to document this difference, and you can actually see it in the photos.
Wow.
Yeah, there are definitely more cloud formations over the city center.
So what does he think is causing this discrepancy?
Well, he speculates that it could be the urban heat island effect.
Ah, the urban heat island effect.
Oh.
I think everyone's heard that phrase, but I'm not sure everyone knows what it really means.
Yeah, I think you're right. Could you maybe give us like a little explainer?
Sure. So basically, cities, they tend to be warmer than the surrounding rural areas.
Right. Yeah.
It's because all the concrete and buildings and human activity,
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff generates heat.
And that's what causes the urban heat island effect.
Exactly.
Okay, so how does this tie back to the clouds, though? I would think more heat, more evaporation, more clouds.
Yeah, it's kind of counterintuitive, isn't it?
Yeah.
So warmer air can actually hold more moisture.
Ah,
So, in a city that's really hot,
right.
the air might not reach the saturation point that's needed for condensation and cloud formation.
Oh,
It's like a sponge. A dry sponge will absorb water really quickly,
right.
but a damp sponge won't absorb as much.
Gotcha. Okay.
So a city with a stronger urban heat island effect
Mm-hmm.
could actually end up with less cloud cover than cooler areas around it.
So that's what Aang might be seeing here.
That's very possible. Yeah.
Makes you wonder, like, before we had all these weather apps and satellites,
Yeah.
people relied on observing the sky to predict the weather, right?
That's right. Yeah. Farmers,
Mm-hmm.
sailors,
Yeah.
even just everyday people, they would look at the clouds
Mm-hmm.
to figure out, what the weather was going to be like,
Oh.
to help them make decisions about planting or sailing or just, what to wear that day.
It's amazing to think that even with all our technology today, those basic observation skills are still super valuable.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
especially for these kind of localized things.
Right. And like you mentioned before, the urban heat island effect, it's not just about clouds, right?
No, Jill.
It can impact things like energy use, air quality, even public health. So what you're saying is what Aang observed, in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
It could actually be a visible sign of some really serious stuff going on in his city.
Exactly. It really makes you think.
Yeah, it does. And it raises some questions too, like if Aang's neighborhood has a stronger urban heat island effect,
Right.
what could be causing that?
That's a great question.
Yeah, like are there specific things about his neighborhood that make it worse?
All right.
This is what I love about these deep dives. We started with clouds, and now we're talking about urban design and public health.
It's all connected.
It is. But wait a second. Didn't Aang also mention something about pollution?
You did, yeah.
Can you explain how that fits into all of this?
Sure. So air pollution, especially like particulate matter,
Mm-hmm.
it can act as what we call condensation nuclei.
Condensation nuclei.
Yeah, they're these tiny particles that water vapor can cling to form cloud droplets.
Oh, so more pollution could mean more clouds?
Well, it's not always that simple.
Okay.
The relationship between pollution and clouds, it's pretty complex.
Yep.
Different pollutants can have different effects.
Right.
Some of them can actually suppress cloud formation.
Really?
Yeah, they do that by absorbing sunlight and warming up the atmosphere.
Wow, so it's a two-way street.
Yeah, it is.
This is blowing my mind. It's like looking at the sky in a whole new way.
Yeah.
What seems like a simple observation can tell us so much about, all the stuff happening around us, especially in cities.
Mhm.
It's amazing what you can learn just by paying attention, like Aang did. It's really interesting to think about how we always talk about climate change on this huge global scale,
Yeah.
but Aang's observations kind of bring it down to a personal level, like
Yeah.
he's seeing the potential effects right in his own backyard.
Right. And it shows how something like the urban heat island effect,
Hmm.
It can actually show up in our everyday lives.
Exactly. And it's not just clouds either.
Right.
Like we were saying before, it impacts energy use, air quality, even public health.
It sure does.
Warmer cities need more air conditioning, which uses more energy and creates more greenhouse gases.
Yeah, and all that trapped heat.
Right.
It can make air pollution worse, which
Oh.
can lead to, respiratory problems and other health issues.
Wow. It's kind of scary to think about, like what Aang saw with the clouds
Mm-hmm.
could be a sign of a much bigger problem.
Yeah, it really underscores how important it is to understand these microclimates in our cities.
And the good news is
Yeah,
there are things we can do to reduce this urban heat island effect.
there are.
Yeah.
Like what?
Things like green roofs,
Oh, yeah.
urban forests,
Okay.
and even using reflective materials for pavements.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, they can help reduce the amount of heat that cities absorb.
So it's like giving our cities a giant cooling system.
Exactly. And it's not just about big projects either.
Right.
Individuals can make a difference too.
Oh, absolutely.
Like planting trees in their yards.
Yeah.
Or choosing lighter colored roofing materials.
Exactly. Even small changes can add up.
This is where I think citizen science comes in.
Yeah.
People like Aang
Right.
who are making these observations and asking these questions,
Mm-hmm.
they can really help raise awareness.
For sure.
Speaking of Aang,
Yeah.
I wonder what made him share this on his blog. It's not a science blog or anything, right?
No, it's not, from what I've seen.
Right.
It's more like a personal blog where he talks about all sorts of things.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, he's written about gardening, fish keeping,
No.
programming, even typesetting.
Wow, he really does it all.
He even has posts about playing guitar.
He's a true Renaissance man.
He is.
I wonder if all those different interests actually help him be so observant.
That's a good point.
Maybe photography has trained his eye to notice things that others miss.
It's possible.
Like he's always looking for connections.
Right, and that's what's so cool about it.
Yeah.
He's not a scientist, but he's still helping us understand the world.
Yeah, and he's doing it just by sharing what he sees and asking questions.
Exactly.
It shows that anyone can be a citizen scientist.
Absolutely.
It makes me want to grab a notebook and start writing down my own observations.
knew.
You never know what you might find.
Right.
Maybe you'll even make a big discovery.
You never know.
Well, in Aang's case, his observation about clouds
Yeah,
led us down this whole rabbit hole.
you did.
The urban heat island affect microclimate citizen science?
It's amazing.
I bet there are other citizen science projects out there looking at this stuff.
Oh, I'm sure there are.
Maybe our listeners are already involved. Or maybe this will inspire them to join one.
That would be great.
And even if they don't join a project,
Right.
just being more aware of these things and observing their surroundings can be really cool.
Absolutely.
It reminds me of that quote by Louis Pasteur,
Oh, yeah.
"Chance favors the prepared mind."
I like that.
The more we observe and pay attention,
Mm-hmm.
the more likely we are to find those unexpected insights.
That's a great way to put it.
It really captures the spirit of citizen science.
It does.
It's all about being curious and open to new discoveries. So what do you think Aang is up to now? You think he's still watching the clouds?
Maybe.
Maybe he's joined a citizen science project.
He could be.
He seems like the kind of person who's always learning.
Definitely.
And who knows, maybe we'll hear from him again with another amazing observation.
That would be awesome.
But in the meantime, his story is a great reminder for all of us to take a closer look at the world around us and see what we can find.
I agree.
And it's a good reminder that science isn't just happening in labs.
Right.
It's happening everywhere, in our neighborhoods, in our cities, even in our own backyards. This whole conversation has really made me think about how much we just ignore the sky.
Yeah.
Like we're so busy with our lives, head down in our phones,
Right.
that we never really stop and look up.
We forget about that amazing show happening above us.
It's true, and it's constantly changing, too.
Yeah, it's a canvas of wonder and complexity.
And as we've been talking about, it can tell us so much about our environment.
Absolutely, especially in cities.
I'm thinking back to those photos Aang took, just by being curious and observant.
Right.
He was able to capture this difference in cloud cover.
Such a great example of how a simple observation can lead to deeper understanding.
Yeah, and it goes beyond just data collection.
Absolutely.
It's about raising awareness and asking questions about where we live.
Right. Like if we know certain areas are hotter because of this urban heat island effect,
Yeah.
what can we do about it?
Exactly. And there are things cities and communities can do.
There are
Like what?
increasing green spaces,
Okay.
planting more trees,
Yeah.
using cooler paving materials.
All these things to help reduce the heat.
Exactly.
And imagine if those changes were driven by citizen scientists like Aang.
Yeah, it would be great.
It's empowering to think about the impact individuals can have.
It really is.
And this is where education comes in.
Yes.
The more people know about these issues,
Right.
the more likely they are to support solutions and take action.
Absolutely. Knowledge is power.
It is, especially when it comes to understanding our environment. So I think we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
From Aang's cloud observations
Yeah.
to this urban heat island effect,
Right.
the power of citizen science,
Mm-hmm.
and even solutions for creating more sustainable cities.
It's amazing how one observation led to all of this.
Yeah, it really is. And I hope our listeners have gained a new appreciation for the power of observation
For sure.
and the role they can play in shaping their environment.
I agree.
It's all about staying curious, asking questions, and never taking the sky for granted.
Well said.
Who knows what discoveries await just by looking up and paying attention.
That's a great point. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and most importantly, keep looking up.
Until next time, everyone.